Greetings and hallucinations, ladies and lads. I am Chancellor of the Harmonious Frequencies of the Mighty Empire of Onion, and this is 1 Hour, 1 Life. Well, since there haven't been very many big content updates this week, I thought that I might pop into a private server from one of my Discord folks. She and a few of her friends have a private server set up for them to play on with specific server settings. They always spawn in the same place, and they've been building a town around that spawn point. And so I asked her if it would be okay if I checked it out and did a little tour, sort of a showcase on my channel to let you guys see some of the options that are available for private servers, just in case you ever want to start your own. There is information on that in the 1 Hour 1 Life forums. I'll see if I can find it specifically and put the link down in the video description. But yeah, until then, let's pop in and see what's possible. Nice.
Like, you're always warm, like in perfect temperature, so we set it up like that, just because there's nothing worse than sitting there and eating for the next 5 minutes because you're too old to be moving around without constantly eating.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was a little bit more powerful. It was like we never really had to eat ever, so we had to fix that because it was just not as fun. Oops, I'm gonna block on me. I'm just waiting for this gooseberry bush to die so I can place the last piece of wall on the side there. Come on. Oh, God.
Very nice.
It's only taken me 5 lifetimes to build all this. Alright, so this is what I've done so far. So all the plates and bowls are in the center here. Make it nice and neat. Tools that we need to make the fire. Where I'm standing is where the fire would be built. That's why all these logs are here to keep the fire going.
And the kindling on both sides, yeah?
Yeah, for all the ovens, so we can multiple people can cook if we, depending on how many pies we have. But it's still nice to have. Oh, there's a random rock just sitting here. Let's just throw this out the door. And they're 2 trees, so we made sure that we kept them there. It wasn't our original plan. We originally weren't going to connect these 2 up, but Corey's brother accidentally chopped the trees down that we had on the blacksmith side.
Oh no!
He thought it was in the way of the path, not realizing this is not an actual path.
Oh man!
And since we can't plant those 1 trees, we had to come up with a new plan because I did not want to have to tear all this flooring up and start again.
Yeah, true.
And this is the idea we came up with. So again, all our furnaces, all the wood up the top. There's going to be like crates all down the bottom here to hold all the extra tool heads. So if we ever need them, we'll have them. I'm thinking probably the same in the middle here, just have chest all in these 4 boxes. But yeah, we'll come to that when I come to that designing later. Yeah, I'll pick you up. Link, come with me, baby. Extra bowls that I don't know what we're doing with just quite yet. Extra wood that we've got to store. So we need a woodshed.
Wow.
All the lamb. But we're planting like trees on the corners there and doing some flower bushes. I've got to put a tree right here. This is just for the sheep. The berries for the sheep. The corn for the pigs and the cows.
Gotcha.
And the carrots as well for the sheep. And then we've got all the wheat going down both sides. Because there's so many ponds, so we can spread stuff out a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll see this is what we're doing. So with the trees and then the flowers and stuff in the middle. Just to pretty it up a little bit, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And then I was doing this across the bottom, but I accidentally didn't quite wait the extra 2 hours. Even though my timer said 2 hours, it planted a red bush instead of a white one.
Oh,
I don't even know these things die. I've waited 2 days so far for this to die, and it hasn't died yet.
Oh man.
So that's gonna be bad. But to replant red and white, I can just pick the flowers off these and that little bud in the center there, and that's the color. So whatever, if I pick red and get the red bud, it will replant red straight away. Same with the white, so I don't have to wait that hour to 2 hours for the seed to change.
Oh, good.
Which is great. So I did test that. And then, yeah, food berries. This is for ourselves and for the compost. And of course, I guess for the pies and stuff if you want to make the berry pies and things.
Right on.
All the stews. So I haven't made any yet. There's going to be a path coming down this side. And we want to do is it the kraut? The cabbage one?
Yeah, sauerkraut.
We're going to do that as well. So there's going to be another line. And then the cabbage be all on this side. And we can make it here. Sort of matching that side, but with cabbage instead, I guess.
Aha.
Maybe. I don't know how I'm going to do it quite yet. So it comes to you when you're ready for it, right?
That's right. That's right.
So that's pretty much what it is. This is where we're putting the seeds when I was doing the roses.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is where you have to put them in just before you plant them. So what I've noticed is that we can't really have bonsai trees because if we're off for 24 hours or for most of the night, it will be dead by the morning.
Oh, man.
So that sucks.
Yeah.
Backpacks aren't lasting as long. Well, they're default, but we're going to try and see if we can find a way to make them last a little longer. Same with baskets. Alright, so you got some clothes here, so let's check some clothes. Oh, I can't put it. Oh, you're too big. You have to do it yourself. You're a big girl now.
That's right.
Alright, there's also no point naming ourselves. You can set your home mark if you want to. That's if you're going to go out and explore, so you always know your way back. But we always spawn in the same spot.
Awesome. That's
time.
Very nice.
Yeah, so it's brilliant. There is another starter town somewhere northeast. We didn't realise that we were this close to ponds. We went up instead of down.
Oh, no.
And we started, but then we died, and then we were like, oh, that's right. We spawned down here, and we couldn't find it again. And then we explored a little bit more around this area and realised how good it was. Because we said, we realised we don't need to have a desert for the fact that we're always at like perfect temperature. So we don't need a desert. So that's why we stuck around here. Pretty cool.
There you go.
Alright, so the next thing is another building.
Alright.
Any ideas?
You said something about a woodshed, right?
Well, yeah, I guess so. I'm just going to forget what I have it. Because I got the zoom out mod. Let me zoom out and have a look. We try to see if we can keep it close, I guess. Up here is actually a pretty good area, like around this area.
Yeah, it's pretty open.
Didn't mean to click on that, but okay. Alright, so we could do like a woodshed just for the logs, and we can make it actually a long one. We can have those type of the firewood logs. We can also have like a whole bunch of these stacked up, and as well as the butt logs.
True.
Stacked up, and extra kindling. So that's what, four rooms that we can stack up.
There you go.
And northwest is a whole heap of rocks that I've already dug up with the shovel, and I've been just going up there and just breaking them all with the chisel and the mallet. But there's a whole bunch of more rocks just down south of us that I haven't touched yet, just so you know where you're looking.
Okay, perfect.
Alright. Well, let's chop down these trees.
Alright.
Find my axe. I just had the axe. What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. You got the shovel, didn't you?
I did, yeah. I figured we'd have stumps laying around.
That's for sure. Right. Don't want to waste these. We'll take them off. Oh yeah, and these branches come back every 35 minutes.
Oh wow, that's not bad at all.
Yeah. We haven't got time to wait for these things to spawn every, like, hour or so.
Right.
Alright, so where's the edge? Right. How much storage are we thinking we're going to need?
Yeah, I was wondering about that too. I was thinking about how many stacks you already have here.
Yeah, and that's like nothing compared to what we're going to be removing, because we have to chop so many trees because of the butt logs that we need all the time.
True, yeah.
If you look down, just down here where the horses are, I have just a small storage of wood on each, and I was going to do the same on this fence here as well. Just a small little one. But we can always turn them into something else later on. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It looks like there's already about 50 piles. Plus these two up here.
Yeah. And there's a whole heap of wood still scattered around for where we haven't brought them to the main area.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
We can go maybe, 8 high. So if I put another one there, that's indicate this is the wall. How many across? I'd rather be oversized than undersized, right?
I would think so, yeah. It definitely makes things easier for future time.
Yeah, that's for sure. Right, let's go right across. I think it might be easy to work that out because we're going to need 4 sections. So if we go as far as we can, where's the edge? Over here. Alright, so this is the edge here. Right, do you want to place one? Oh, look, that's easy. It's right up the tree.
Aha.
Alright, we might make it 2 and then another 2. Alright, I think that's what we're going to have to do. Because me and my OCD, I need things to look symmetrical.
For sure.
Never knew I had it until I played Minecraft.
Oh no? Yeah. That'll definitely do it.
Alright. Yeah, I also love the fact that it doesn't matter if we die, because we're always going to spawn back here.
That's very nice, for sure.
Yeah. Especially when you die from, stupidity of, oops, I moved and the bear killed me.
Right?
That happens to me all the time.
Or running out to look for rocks and not remembering your way back, because you forgot to set a home marker. That never happens to me, though, ever. I never do that.
Nah, I usually go in one direction as well. Have fun. Alright, there's the floor plan laid out. Let's just throw this garbage out of the way. I reckon I want to build stables one day. I reckon that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, very cool. They're pretty easy too, since you just need one piece of fence to tie the horses to.
Yeah, just they need a roof, you never know where they could be added one day.
That's right.
Alright, and for the floor. Now, do we want to go all wood floor? Or do we want to go stone all around the edge and then wood in the center? Or we can go wood around the edge and stone in the center?
Wood around the outside and then maybe one ring of stone or something. You could still do stone in the middle too, kind of make it look like an infinity symbol, right? It would be like an 8 laying on its side.
Alright, well I will start getting the stone for you. There is multiple horses with carts, so I can gather the stone and you want to try and find butt logs, get an axe, and maybe get more trees.
Okay.
And we'll just start getting our supplies. I always find it easier to do the layout with everything, and then we just break it all. And we need a basket right now. We need to get rid of that little soil pit. When we had to do the blacksmith, there was 5 or 6 soil pits, all where the blacksmith was.
Oh no!
We had a lot of piles of soil everywhere. It was so messy.
Are there any of these trees around that you want to save particularly, besides the juniper?
Nah. Even that we don't really need, because we've got the main one for the main fire at the kitchen.
Okay.
It's just that tree does not give us butt logs.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I didn't remember that.
That's the last of the soil.
So I already feel a little bit rude because I didn't think to introduce you or anything on this one.
That's alright. I'm the same sometimes, you forget.
Right on. Would you like to mention who you are?
I am Boss Lady 80. I also have a YouTube channel. Not that big, but you know, we start somewhere, right?
That's right.
So hello to everyone on this channel. Welcome. I hope we're not too boring. I do have family around, so I'm trying not to talk too often. Yeah. When you're building, you sort of go into your own little world, don't you?
Yeah, for sure. It's that concentration.
Yeah. Otherwise I mess up, like I did when I was putting the door in and I realised, oh wait, I didn't put the floor there.
Oh yeah?
And also that I didn't pay attention to the floor plan today, and I found I wasted probably 2 lifetimes building the walls and the floors up, realising that it was not quite symmetrical enough and I had to sort of tear it all down.
Oh no.
So it's a little sad. A little sad, but oh well. It happens.
For sure. I don't know how many villages I've been on in public servers where their structures are... There's just absolutely no rhyme or reason to 9/10 of them, you know?
Oh my god, yes. That's why I try to play on servers that weren't very active, but then you got people who are just going around just to troll people. They will see someone's on these servers and then log on, and because of the new update where an Eve will spawn close to another Eve, so they would use that. They'll become a baby, they'll die, and then hope to be spawned really close to where you were, and then they go looking for your camp, and then once they find it, they stay alive until they die as the Eve, and then they come back, and yeah, that's what happened to my last one. They totally destroyed everything.
Man.
You've seen it.
Oh yeah, yep. It was tragic.
Yeah, and then if you die as an Eve, you don't always come back to your own town. So my chisel just broke, so I've got to come and get another one. And yeah, so I've just lost my Eve spawn, and then my friend lost her Eve spawn because we couldn't spawn back in the same area again. And then there was a few people jumping on, and that's when we're like, oh, you know, I'm always scared that I'm gonna lose my Eve spawn, or someone's gonna destroy all the work that I've done. And that's when we decided to look into having a private server. And yeah, Corey's brother had his own server tower, and yeah, was looking into it, and within a couple of hours he had this all set up for us.
Wow.
Which is great. No more stress.
Absolutely, yeah. That's right.
I love it. I love it. I almost gave up this game. That's how close I came to just not wanting to play it.
Well, yeah, you'd put in tons and tons of work to get that first place going, and get it the way that you like it too. So it's just awful that people would even think to come in and ruin it like that, you know?
Yeah. I've noticed there's a few people on the 1 Hour 1 Life actual Discord who they're the ones that done it. I know who they are, but I'm not going to say who it is.
Yeah.
But they go around, they love just trolling people because they've been playing the game for a while, and it happens to them and as well because, you know, people just like to troll.
True.
And so they think that it's fun to go doing it to everyone else. Just to ruin their fun. Like, I love playing the game with other people. Like, I do go on the public servers. But there are times when you get a little stressed out that it's nice to just relax and be able to build on your own. And feel like you're, you know, doing something in the game that actually looks really nice. And when it comes to recording, like, I want to do a lot of tutorials and stuff like that, but I can't do that on a public server because people are constantly removing what I need all the time.
True, yeah. Yeah, there's no shortage of tool thieves on public servers. And it's not even them trying to be rude or anything. They just need a particular thing, and instead of making it or finding one laying around, they'll grab whatever's close. Yeah,
but with me, when I needed that, I would actually go and look for one that is nowhere near anyone else, and if it's, you know, if it's at the blacksmith or at the kitchen or at an area that, you know, is important and you know that it needs that, I would never take it from that area. I would actually wait.
Same.
Or make my own. But yeah, it gets frustrating when people don't think of that, and especially when you're using it, especially blacksmithing. You've got to be really quick with blacksmithing, and then all of a sudden you go to start doing it, and then you realise your tool's missing, and it's like, oh, no, now it's gonna, you know, it's gonna mess you right up, and then you don't get as many tools. Or all of a sudden there's no one around, and then as soon as you start blacksmithing, bam, there's like 20 people on top of you, and you can't actually click on the smelter and do stuff.
For sure, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna make a new chisel. Do you think we need another axe?
It's looking a little bit ragged right now, so it wouldn't hurt, yeah.
Alright, I'll make another axe. And I'm a boy. Yeah, I've got shifty eyes.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's who I just was on my my last life there.
The shifty eye boy.
Yep, for sure.
I would love if you brought into this game that if you meet another family with different last names, that you could do like a /marry thing, and then when you had kids, they will take on the father's name. That'd be cool.
That would be pretty cool, absolutely, yeah.
Because I have found this game is very much a role-playing sort of game, so it would just make sense.
Yeah, for sure. And people love it when game developers put in the marriage sort of mechanics, too.
Yeah, well, people who role-play on Minecraft certainly do.
Yeah, for sure. I used to play RuneScape back in the day a lot, and there were people in there, they didn't even have a marriage mechanic, but they pretended like they did, for sure.
Oh, yeah, why not? I love this mod. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, it makes the game so much easier.
Yeah, well, I can see my age, so I know how long I've got to wait for. I can see right now my mother is fertile. I am unable to have children.
Wow. I didn't realize about that. I thought you were just talking about how long it takes you to be hungry.
Oh, no. This is the other mod that I was telling you about, where I can just zoom in and out in the game. I can go in really close, I can go out really far. The top right corner tells me if my mother's still fertile, and when you die, it will tell me when you're dead.
Wow.
It tells me that if you're a female, it'll tell me that I'm fertile. As soon as you hit 40, that's when you become unable to have children. It tells me the related girl kids in the family, so there's multiple girls that are born to the same family, and how many of those are fertile as well.
Man.
So, yeah, I have to show you how to set this one up. So it's really good, especially when you're going to explore, and I can just zoom out. How many times do I zoom out from like regular? So this is regular zoom. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 before you start seeing that squiggly on the outside.
Oh.
So it's pretty far. That's how I know where all the rocks are, because I just zoom right out and I can see where the big bunch of them are together, so I can just grab all of those. It's fantastic. I'm still helpless because I can't ride a horse yet.
Do you want to keep any of the dead trees from the desert, just for the aesthetic or anything?
I guess, maybe, for now. Because we can't plant dead trees, right?
Right. I did cut down a few of them that were really close, but I just didn't think to ask the question until after I had.
I wouldn't even thought about thinking about that anyway. So you made a good thought, like, made me think about it. It's like, I probably would have cut them all down without even thinking about that, so. That's a good idea. For the looks. I don't know why we can't put those, the rocks, the cut stone in a cart.
Yeah, you'd think that would be possible.
Alright, I'm 10 years old and I can carry cut stone. Just so you know.
Alright.
So I'm making my way back slowly. But yeah, if you come up with any like cool ideas, remember I told you about the course that we want to do. I'm not going to give too much away for that since I want it to be a little secret for somebody.
Right on.
But yeah, if you think of any other like things that we could do with the game to, you know, to have some little bit of fun in it, just, you know, don't hesitate to give it out the ideas and let us know.
There you go.
We're happy to do anything that's fun for the game, and it gives us more projects to do.
Yeah, mini games always make other games more exciting, I think.
Oh yeah. Wow, I see all your butt logs, I can see you. My mother is too old. That's what it's telling me.
Oh
too
yeah.
old to have children.
I got that white in my hair now.
Yeah. Yeah, so the great thing about cutting all these trees down is that we can replant them, and it doesn't take too long for them to grow either.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, I think that was one of the best updates that he did recently, was being able to plant trees.
Must have heard me whinging constantly.
Right.
Every time I start whinging about something, it happens. It's awesome. But it has to be a legit whinge. I can't just say it and hope that it happens.
Right.
Come on, little boy. Move those little legs. Skinny little legs. Before I knew that I could carry the split big rocks in a cart, I was literally carrying the big rocks.
Oh, wow.
Back. It wasn't until I accidentally broke one and picked it up, and then I'm like, I wonder. And then I clicked it on the horse and went, oh, okay, so I could have been doing this for like a few days already. Alright, so I can ride a horse at 13. I don't know what age. I want to test that out though. One day I want to test that out. What actual age it is that you can ride a horse. Oh, but I can't take stuff out of the cart. That makes no sense.
That's crazy.
I can carry the cut stone, but I can't take out half of a split rock out of this cart right now.
Ridiculous.
Can I even pick up? Yeah, I can't even pick up a split rock. That makes no sense, because it's only half a rock, but I can carry a full bundle of rocks. Yeah, so I can't get these out. Oh, that's just crazy.
Am I gonna have to?
15.
I'm going to have to come unload your cart for you.
Yeah, and then I'll take it out. Maybe at 15 I might be able to do it. Alright, here you go. I'm too weak. Oh, Horsey, come back. Alright, thanks.
No problem.
By the time I get out there, I should be 15. Oh, that makes no sense. You hear me, Jason? That makes no sense.
That's right.
Oh, things to remember in this game.
There is a lot. It's pretty overwhelming. I've heard that a lot from new players, that some people don't even want to start playing the game just because they're worried about not being able to remember everything.
Oh, once you get the hang of it, as when I teach new players in the game, I'll teach them the very basics, like, berry farming is the very basics of the game.
For sure.
And then I do tell them to look up videos. There are a couple of people that do show you. I said I learnt how to do berries, where soil was, just the basics of watching you and the Honey Bunny channel as well. And I watched that for 2 weeks. When I bought the game, I owned it for 2 weeks, but I did not play it until I had watched all the videos and caught up to the actual update of what they were on at the time.
For sure.
So I learnt the very basics of the game, and then I would just learn one thing at a time. Because the good thing about this game is when you do pick up an item, it does tell you what to do with that item. That's how I learnt to make tacos, was because I was picking up items and doing the step by step.
I saw that episode of yours, yeah.
Yeah, and that's part, but I thought it'd be easier if there were tutorials, and that's why I started it. I also noticed that Honey Bunny had also done the Eve tutorial after I've done mine, and it did upset me a little bit because I read in comments and people are saying, oh, about time someone done something like this, but I've had mine up for weeks before he had his up. So it's a little disappointing that people aren't actually searching people who played this game. They're just looking at their people that they're subscribed to.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you ever want to find something, you just got to type in tutorials and see what pops up, and you'll be surprised. There's more than just one person who records this game. And
just because they don't have very many views doesn't mean that their videos are bad. It just means that they don't have many subscribers,
Yeah, I'm still really new at the game, and because there are other people who played this game with more subscribers, their videos are always going to usually pop up first,
That's right.
But there is only, as far as I know, I think with the Honey Bunny games, there used to be 2 people that would upload for that, but it's only Twisted now. I don't think I've forgotten his name now. Twisted's friend. I don't think he actually records this game anymore. I haven't seen his videos come up for a while. So it's really just us 3.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about it that way. I have gotten a couple of comments on some of my videos where they said that they didn't see very many other people posting videos of this game, so yeah. Yeah,
I was looking at Wicked is the other one that just came to me. How your brain works. But yeah, he was also recording this. But there was a few others when the game first came out, but I guess they lost interest in the game. But I don't know why, considering that there's updates every week for this game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's not even fully released yet. So this is a great time for us to start getting tutorial videos out for when the game is fully released, when it's actually more known. Because the only way I knew about this game was when it popped up in the recommendations when I was watching other videos, and then one video just popped up, and I was like, oh, what's this? And I looked at it, and I liked the game. But I would never have known about this game unless that had ever happened,
Yeah, for sure. I found about the game from a person that I subscribe to regularly, and he just played it one time. But since I was subscribed, I saw the video.
Mm-hmm.
He was just kind of doing an introduction, like, hey, this game is out there, if you're interested, check it out. But it wasn't the style that he wanted to go for, so he was like, oh, I've done so many survival games already, it's not what I want to do.
Oh, this is so much harder than a normal survival. And I love the fact that you do die after an hour. So
Yes, yeah,
you
for sure.
can do anything you like with the game. It's not like you have to save it or anything. So it's brilliant. But I do look forward to the day when this game gets recognised more and a lot more people come on, and it won't just be the one server that is being used, because by the looks of it, it doesn't really put you on any others until it is full.
True. Yep. And I think the player cap is like 200 or something now.
Yeah, and it doesn't even get over 100. I think the most I've ever seen got up to 70 something at one point. And that was like midday for the Americans, which is very early morning for me.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was trying to get together a game with some people from the UK, and by the time I had gotten everything done that I needed to do for the day, it was already after midnight for them.
Oh. Yeah. I used to play with someone in the UK, especially for Minecraft and World of Warcraft, and he was from the UK, but I would have to get on at like 6 o'clock in the morning so we can at least have 1 to 2 hours of playing together before he has to go to bed.
Oh, man.
Yeah. That was terrible. But I can play with the Americans quite easily for the fact that it's... By the time I get up, when it's about 7 o'clock my time, it's only like 3 to 4 o'clock PM their time.
Yeah, that works out pretty well.
I don't find too many Aussies that play games, with games that I play anyway. It gets a little frustrating, but oh well.
Yeah, what can you do?
Yep, can't even get my family to play this because they don't even have the internet.
Oh, well.
They're still in the Stone Age.
That's right. Get with the times, folks.
When was it? It was Diablo. We started playing Diablo 2.
Wow.
I think it was Diablo 2 we started playing on the computer that we brought from Target. It was a crappy computer. It was super crappy. But it was the first computer, and so we like, why not? And we started playing Diablo 2. And then we moved houses. And then we heard about World of Warcraft. So I would have been about 26 when we started playing Diablo 2. And then, yeah, about 27, nearly 27 when I started playing World of Warcraft.
Oh, man.
And then I had some good luck because I met a lady on there. She was in her 60s. And she was in the guild that I was in. And when she heard that I was sharing my computer... my Target computer with my partner, one day she told me that she had bought me a computer, and I was like, oh, no, and I thought she meant she was going to get me one, and I'm like, no, don't do that, you know, I don't really know her, but I just knew her in the game.
Right.
And she lived a few hours from where we were, and she's like, oh, it's too late, I've already got you one. And I'm like, well, keep it for yourself. She goes, we don't need it, I bought us all computers.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, oh my god. And, you know, my partner was a little iffy about it. Like, would you do this? You know, because to me, I believe in karma. And when you're good to people, good things happen to you as well. And I think this was just a karma that was coming back to me for all the times I've helped others. But it was still surreal for me because I've never had anyone do that for me before.
Right on.
And she says, look, I don't have to come to your house. We can meet up somewhere and, you know, for lunch, and I can give it to you there. That way you don't have to worry about anything.
There you go.
And that's what I said that to my partner. I'm like, you know, she's not going to know where we live. We can meet her halfway or whatever we like, so she doesn't even know where we are from. But, yeah, we end up catching up. I think we went to Macca's, and she brought her 2 sons that she also played the game with. And, yeah, as soon as we got out of the car, she was already opening up her boot, and yeah, she gave us the computer straight away and then paid for our lunch as well. So I was really shocked. It's like, because you forget that people can still do this sort of stuff for you.
Yeah, for sure.
It's nice. But yeah, and then for my actual birthday, she got me the expansion for the game as well, and I was like, oh my god. So that was a shock. So I was really upset when we lost contact because she ended up meeting someone online and went to America, and we ended up changing our number, and she had changed hers, and she forgot to give me her new number. And
oh man.
because she had my number, but she wouldn't have known that I was going to get a new phone, and I've got a new phone, and I need a new SIM card. So we lost contact. So that's a little sad.
Yeah.
Okay. You're getting old there, Mark.
Oh, I know it. I feel it in my bones. Oh.
I'm thinking about doing a time lapse for this game too. I'm not sure if people would be interested in it, but I thought it would be fun to do like a big project and then just time lapse it with multiple lives, since we can do that on this private server.
Yeah. That does sound really interesting, though.
I thought it would be a really, really good idea. I just have to wait until it's not the weekend to do it.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to record during the week, but my partner got sick, and for me it can be hard talking to myself when I'm by myself, let alone doing it when there's someone home.
True, yeah.
I'm just going to get that confidence. But if you ever looked at any of my Minecraft videos, I do a lot of, like, especially when I'm building, I would time lapse it and just have the music, because it was just easier for me to do it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely need to work on my editing skills, because the program that I use is an open source program. You basically have to know how to code if you want to do any kind of special effects with it besides just basic transition.
Oh, what's that one?
It's called Avidemics, something like that.
Oh yeah, I've not heard of that.
No, it's not very well known, and for a good reason, you know. It's not super user friendly.
Yeah, very true. There is a free one that I was using.
It felt terrible, because I even looked up tutorial videos and stuff on how to properly use this thing, and I tried going through the tutorials just to write basic script on my videos and stuff, you know, and put in pictures, but I never could get it to work for some reason.
It's called, I think it's Shotcut, like Shotcut.
Shotcut. Okay.
Yeah, so that's free, and it has stuff that you can learn to do your photos, put photos in. It took me if I can work it out, trust me, you can work it out. I'm an old person, and I worked it out in the end. But yeah, that's free to use, and it's very easy to work out, especially because that's what I needed, because I'm not the smartest when it comes to computers.
Oh no. Yeah, it's different for everybody, though, for sure. I mean, not absolutely everybody, but a lot of people have different learning styles than others.
Yeah, well, back in my day, they didn't really recognise when people had the learning disabilities, when you're just a little slower or you don't comprehend stuff.
Very true.
And it wasn't until I had my own kids that I realised two of my daughters, and my other son had it too, but he lived with his dad, so he wasn't diagnosed until he came to live with me, that we realised it's like a brain is your computer, right? And there can be like loose wires in your brain that sends things for you to understand certain words or certain sentences, but every now and then it sort of breaks off, the information doesn't go through the wire, it sort of disconnects. And so when you think you understand, you don't really understand, but then you're too embarrassed to tell them you don't understand.
For sure.
That's what I had when I was a kid, but I never knew any of this. I just thought I was stupid, and I tried to catch up with my friends because, you know, they're further in their grades than I am. So I would work really hard to make sure that I maintain, you know, a pretty average, like, B in class. I was lucky to get an A. I think it was just more in classes like visual arts, doing artwork and stuff I was great at.
There you go.
But everything else, I was barely getting B's. Very hard to get. But I worked on it. So I have to tell my kids, just because you know you have a disability doesn't mean you use it as an excuse not to push yourself to the limits. I never knew about mine, and so I never used it as an excuse. And I don't want you kids using it either. You're not dumb. You're just a little slower at understanding, and it needs to be explained to you in a slightly different way than most kids.
Absolutely.
Which is not that hard. And
no.
Yeah, so my daughter, my oldest one, She actually got an award for being the most improved special needs. They called them special needs because of her disability.
Oh, wow.
Because she improved so much, because I asked her to bring extra homework home, and she did, and we just worked on that until she got really good at it. And now she doesn't even need the help from teachers anymore because she's managed to do it on her own. And my other daughter, she used the excuse so much that, and she's also really short as well for her age.
Oh, no.
So she would go, oh, well, I'm short, I'm little. Not that I'm short, I'm little. And she would keep thinking little always meant like young person.
Oh.
So she didn't really try, but this year she's been putting her head down into the books and she's really trying, which is great. So she was talking to me about maths today, and I'm like, oh, okay, now you're just rambling, okay? I didn't want to hear everything. It's like, you're telling me too much information. I'm glad you're doing much better. Keep up the great work. And
that's right.
In the end, it's your education, it's your future, and so it depends on how you want your future to be, is how dedicated you're going to be in your schoolwork.
I'm about to make another fro. Is there anything else that you need?
If anything, the chisels, because I'm going through them like hotcakes.
Okay.
Because not only do we need it to split the rocks, but then we need it again to split it again to make the floors and the walls. I've got some more split rocks. I think tomorrow I might have to do a couple of lives and just build up some bunnies so I can make backpacks. Makes it easier when you need to carry all these mallets and chisels.
Yeah, for sure.
This is the last one for the wall. Now I can start collecting for the floor. But it's always fun doing stuff you don't usually do in a game, especially on the public servers. I don't know, but I feel imitated that I don't want to do buildings because I'm not sure if anyone would finish it off after I'm gone.
Yeah, true.
So I usually don't start anything. Yeah, just one thing at a time. Just gonna remind myself that we'll do this first before I look. There you go. No, Hozzy! Come back! Oh, he needs to change that. These are tamed horses. They shouldn't be running away.
I fully agree, yeah, absolutely.
See, I'm coming back much quicker because the rocks are much closer now, going south instead of north.
Oh, nice.
So I need one here, so I'll give you one. I need to kill this boar. I keep nearly hitting it every time I run past it.
Oh no.
It's it's in the snow biome because it was in the swamp when the biome expanded and when the snow took over some of the swamp. So at least he's easy to see because he's black.
Yeah, for sure.
Looking good. Oops. Oh no! Oh gosh, it made me pick up the rock instead of clicking on the hole.
Oh no.
Come back! Me love you! Come back. Okay, got it. Bad horse. There's the other one for your last thingity-bobbity. But do you like how the fact you don't have to eat all the time? Great, right?
Oh yes. Yeah, that's absolutely wonderful.
Especially because I notice in your videos and even in Twisty's videos, sometimes you forget that you need to eat and no, I'm nearly dead.
Yep. Yeah, there's been a couple of times that I didn't even use the episode because I starved to death in the middle of a populated town.
Oops.
Like that is not professional. I don't care who you are.
It's like, oh well. Oh my god, I nearly hit the pig. It's like you're doing so well too, and wouldn't you hate it if it happens near the end? It's like, nope, now I don't want to use this because I died in the most dumbest way.
Exactly.
You moved it just in time. Oh. Wow, almost got all the rocks.
Yeah, it's real close. Yeah.
Nice. Wow. Corey's going to come back, and the blacksmith and kitchen are done. You saw that picture I sent you. It was just some of the floor was done, and it wasn't even completed. The floor wasn't even completed.
Yeah.
And I finished it all off today, and now we've got this woodshed. But we can do 2 of those. We can do another one as well somewhere else another time.
For sure. I'm kind of second guessing this top fence up here. I'm wondering if we should take that one out so that there's a way to cross underneath the fence and over the top as well, so you're not kind of stuck in there.
I'm coming up.
I mean, if both sides are fully loaded with stacks of resources, though, it won't really matter because you'll just be grabbing from the front anyway.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We'll just be grabbing from here anyhow. Should we make this one? Oh, we should have made that one stone too.
Oh, think so?
Yeah, because it looks a little weird that it's just going to be wood. Oh, I guess you're going to have wood down here. So, alright, just leave it.
Yeah, and I was thinking the stone would just connect to itself right there, instead of going all the way through.
Yeah. Nah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. I nearly ran off to get the rocks, but I still got some on me. If it was the public server, then probably, yeah, I would have said just leave that.
Okay.
Fence. But, yeah, we're not going to go through wood that quickly.
And we can take it down any time, too, if it gets to be a problem.
Exactly. Yup. And we won't lose it. You will get that fence kit back.
Yeah, true. Very true.
Like I said, the only thing you lose is the stone floors, and I don't think you can remove the fast road. I don't think you can remove that. You can replace it, like with how you can replace the stone, but you can't actually remove it and get it back. Okay, I need the chisel again.
Oh man,
the last one.
I died in the middle of the floor. I did not mean to do that.
You noob.
Right. I think, sadly, that's going to have to be the last one for me tonight, though, because I've still got to edit these videos and get them together for tomorrow.
No worries.
We're so close to being
finished.
finished.
Just leave it? Yeah, want me to leave it, and then you can finish it off for your next video?
That's totally up to you. I don't even mind.
I'm fine. I've got to go cook dinner anyway, so... And I can kill myself any time because I can respawn here anyway. Okay. But I'm happy to just leave it and just keep getting the stone and getting it ready. And maybe even start the other wood part to this as well. I'm just going to take your clothes off your body.
Okay, cool.
Alright, that way your viewers can still see the end. You know, the end part of it, of all the work.
There you go. Yeah, I'll put that in as one of my videos for next week, probably.
Alright. No worries. Alright, I'll talk to you later.
Alrighty, thank you very much.
You're welcome. See you around.
Well, that's going to be it for this episode. If y'all want to catch another one, be sure to subscribe. Consider supporting my channel through the Patreon link down in the video description. And feel free to check out any of my other videos or playlists that you might be interested in. I thank you so much for all the time you spend on my channel, and I hope blessings of wisdom and peace on all of you. Farewell.